Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Grit and Grace, from the barn to the boardroom. I'm Rachel Cottrell, one of today's hosts, and I am so excited that you are here. This podcast is a space dedicated to celebrating women in the purebred livestock industry, their stories, their grit, and the grace they bring to everything from the barn aisles to the boardroom table. So I'll be one of your co-hosts. This podcast is hosted and sponsored by Ranch House Designs. If you're not familiar with us, we are a marketing agency dedicated to the livestock world and beyond. I have spent my whole life in the cattle business and the last 25 years in marketing. And so one of my greatest passions is shining a spotlight on women who are making their mark in the purebred livestock world. I am the proud wife of Brandon Cottrell and the proud mom of Molly and Annie Cottrell, and we are the owners of BRC Ranch.
Hey everyone, I am Erin Thane. So I also grew up showing livestock all around Texas. I am a stock show mom now, and I've kind of built a career in this industry while raising a family. So I know firsthand the unique challenges and the joys that come from balancing work, cattle, stock shows, kids, everything in between. My husband Jeff is the Chief Operating Officer at Rodeo Austin, so we live and breathe the livestock show world each and every day. I am the proud mom of two daughters, Allie and Reese, who are also very active showing steers and heifers, and we also own a cattle operation together called Traditions Cattle.
And I'm Elizabeth Crum. I just graduated from Kansas State University, and I bring this perspective of a younger generation that just is stepping into the leadership roles in agriculture. I am learning every day from women like Rachel and Erin, and I'm excited to bring the fresh conversations and energy to this podcast.
So the way we got this idea kind of sprang up earlier this summer. We started hosting these socials for young girls in the livestock world designed to inspire and empower young women. It was hosted by people like me and Elizabeth and lots of other great young women in agriculture. And those socials were called Grit and Grace. And they really became really popular. They started selling out, and other moms and women were really just encouraging us to continue this. And so one of the members of our team said, we need to start a podcast about this, a niche that really talks about the girls, the women, not just in agriculture, but in the stock show world. And so that's the reason why we started the Grit and Grace podcast. We know that the stock show, purebred livestock industry can be tough. All of us, we have to have grit every day to succeed, whether it's hauling a truck and trailer down the interstate, lifting a 50-pound feed sack, or figuring out how to keep your nails looking polished while you're mixing feed rations in the feed room every day. But we also know that to be successful in this industry, it takes grace. Grace in leadership positions, grace in how we treat people, grace in how we, manage our friendships in our families, how we support each other, especially women, in what has pretty much been historically a male-dominated field. And then there's the whole separate areas of fashion, hair, makeup, dating, social media, body image, you name it, we have all been through it. So our goal in this podcast is to share stories that inspire, encourage, connect stock show women and livestock women across all generations. So that is our goal, and I think it's going to be really exciting. Let's talk a little bit, though, about why this matters. Erin, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this podcast. I think it's amazing. And I think for me, it's more about visibility for women. There's so many hardworking, strong, talented women in this industry, but you don't always see their stories. They don't always get told. Maybe you see like a highlight reel or something on Facebook, but you don't have no idea what it took for them to get there and the hard work that they put in to getting there. And so I want younger women to be inspired and to know that they're not alone and that they also have a place at the table.
Yeah, Lizzie?
And from my perspective, as someone just starting out, I love hearing how others have navigated the early stages of their career. Sometimes it feels like you have to have it all figured out at 22. And trust me, you will not have it all figured out at 22. I am learning every day. But hearing the real stories, the struggles, as well as the wins, makes this industry feel more accessible.
I definitely did not have it all figured out at 22. Erin, did you?
No, absolutely not. I I'm still figuring it out today.
I did not have it figured out at 32. And over the last 25 years, being really involved in this industry, I have seen how much women contribute, not just in the barn, but in leadership and marketing, sales, building businesses. And I think when we share those stories, we create a roadmap, for each other and for the next generation. So, Erin, what are you expecting in this podcast? We have an incredible group of women coming this way, but what do you expect?
I really want moms and daughters and maybe even kids to listen to it with their families together. So we'll be talking to people like Ashley Fitzsimmons, Tracy Middleton, Kristen Davis, Becky Allen, Ashley Huber, Jennifer Scheidt, Brittany Frost, and so many more. And each of them brings their own unique story. So whether it's building a herd, raising a family, leading in media, or serving as a mentor, I'm just so excited to see where this podcast takes us.
Every episode, you'll get to hear the real side of this business, the good, the hard, the inspiring. It's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic.
Yeah, that is such a good point. Thank you, Lizzie. Just kind of wrapping up here, because I know people are going to be eager to listen to the first episode that we have coming out. But my hope is that every listener who listens to this podcast walks away feeling like they have a community of people behind them, women who are going to support them, no matter if they're just starting out in the business or if they've been in this big business for decades.
Yeah, and I hope it sparks conversations with others. And I hope that women and kids alone feel that they can reach out to others and that there's so many women in this industry and different breeds and different roles and realize that we all have so many things in common. And we're all here to help and push each other.
And I hope it inspires young women like me to know they could build a career, a family, and a future in the purebred livestock industry.
I know I can definitely picture myself driving down the road to stock shows or 4-H events with me and Molly and Annie listening to it. I think you could probably feel the same, Erin.
Absolutely. Yes.
We're on the road so much. It'll be nice. We usually listen to like true crime podcasts, but it'll be nice to have a livestock one that we can listen to.
Yes.
So, well, thanks everybody for listening in for this quick little short intro. I guess it's our first episode of Grit and Grace from the barn to the boardroom. And we will be coming out with new episodes every other week. Once we get launched, we've got one ready for you right now to listen to. And then after that, it'll be coming out every other week. So be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss the new episodes coming out. And if you know a woman in the purebred livestock sector whose story you think needs to be told, reach out to us. Our website is Ranch House Designs. We've got a whole page on the website for Grit and Grace, and we would love to hear from you. So until next time, keep leading with grit and grace.